Management pitfall 3. Not understanding the real-time scaling requirements of an EFRM system. Banks confuse the load of an EFRM system with that of a static load system, like the anti-money laundering system or a static analytical system. In a static load system, banks worry about average loads, whereas in EFRM system, banks worry about peak loads. Have you ever wondered how should you be sizing the infra of an EFRM system? Let me walk you through that. Every core system in a bank is sized for a particular peak load TPS. Example, if an ATM switch is sized for a peak TPS of say 500, and if the peak load increases beyond this, the ATM switch has the liberty to drop all the transactions causing this excess load. Same applies for your other core systems like internet banking, mobile banking, core banking, remittance systems. However, your EFRM system is different. An EFRM system doesn't have the luxury of dropping anything even when the load exceeds its rated TPS, peak TPS. It still has to process all the transactions in real time, which is pushed into it. If an EFRM system drops any messages due to excess load, then the timeline and the sequence of the events, transactions will get impacted, and the fraud management scenarios will be permanently impacted and will go out of sync. So you can see that the EFRM system's peak TPS sizing must be more than the combined TPS of all the underlying core systems. This itself might not be enough, as systems will introduce something called as transaction burst. For example, a large salary file upload with 50,000 transactions will be pushed instantly into the system. Or maybe the ATM switch, which was offline, goes online and it pushes all the PBF transactions in one shot into the EFRM system. Hence, the EFRM system has to be dynamically scalable even for extremely short bursts of time. The scalability architecture itself should be capable to expand. It should be like the always-on systems that banks use, but should be available at a fraction of the cost. The EFRM system should be able to use commodity hardware for this so that the instantaneous provisioning costs don't shoot through the roof. Managing this itself is an art, and the vendor must bring this art to the table, both in terms of the ability to use commodity hardware to scale, and also in the vendor's ability to look at the shape of instantaneous patterns of traffic and plan accordingly. Bank and vendor have to work together continuously and evaluate the estimated loads every month and provide for scaling beforehand. All these factors are very critical, especially for those banks who have more than 1 million accounts.